Welcome one and all, Love Them Knives channel. Today in the studio, it's just wow. Wow. We have the Hornet 2, actually, from Tepe Designs. Mine is a number 22. It's M390 blade. It's carbon fiber. I kind of watch these evolve on Tepe Designs Instagram, and of course you're going, hey, well, come on, do that. Yes, okay, I will. Here it comes. Tepe Designs Instagram. Look at that baby walk around with you. This Hornet, wow, just let it drop past the detent ball. There it goes. Walks around with you. Just like that. Isn't that nice? Pretty dang lightweight. This is carbon fiber with a steel lock bar that's black. It blends. But watching this evolve on his Instagram was really interesting because there was a picture of them sanding this carbon fiber, and forming it in this contouring it. So creating these scales was not an easy task, and you got to wear a mask and all that kind of stuff because of the fibers and stuff. But oh my God, the final, execution there is really nice. And it's a big knife. It's a big knife. So that I was really interested in that because my friends, I got the Hornet. This is the first one that came out. This is in N690 blade steel and titanium. All right. And not only did I get that, but I got it in G10. That's how much I liked it. See that? But it's a smaller knife. So I think people have been asking, what's the difference there? Well, let me throw this on my tape because I know I did when I first got it. Basically 4 inches, 100 millimeter length blade. Basically, really close. I mean, how that bolster slides one way or the other. You got almost a full 4-inch cutting length on the blade, 100 millimeters. Overall, not quite 9, but you're a little under an 1/8 difference than 9 inches, and you're at 22.5 centimeters. So, what do you think? Let's call her 9. 9. And the Hornet that I had, which G10 and titanium would be the same length, but here it is, 3.5 and less than 8 inches. So this is a full inch shorter than this one. So, all right, this one, big dog. This one, under 8. So very carryable. And you can get these. So I will give you the links to his Instagram. I'll give you the links to his site, his store, all that stuff where you can buy these, you can buy this. And there was a small run of these that first came out, and I happened to just catch the tail end of that comet. And yes, I wanted to very badly because I wanted to get this on my channel. And here's the other 2. So great. And of course, the Kickstarter, I think, just finished up on the Kilij, or the last posting I saw, I believe there was 1 or 2 of the early spots still available on this Kickstarter program for the Kilij, which is another Tepe design. Let's get this one out here, too. And this one, I believe, this is S35 VN with some carbon fiber as well as titanium frame lock. So that is funded, but I believe there's still availability there as well. I got the sticker from him and the card and everything. Comes in a really nice zipper pouch. You can smell the leather. I mean, you can smell the leather on there. So that's really nice. And of course, a nice microfiber bag and plastic for it to go in. And by the way, as well, yeah, he threw in some pretty nifty stuff here, which is, you know, an extra bearing. So I think we can kind of assume what kind of bearings are in here. Ceramic multi-row, which, yeah, that hits a notch for me. I like multi-row ceramic. That's really nice. But let's throw this on the scale because it feels light for a 9-inch knife. 115 grams. How's that working for you? 4 ounces. That 4 ounces for a 9-inch knife. Yes. Kick open, real easy. Wow. No blade play. No lock rock. Nice. Great action on it. The cutaways make it to where you can thumb flick it, finger flick it. Just like that. And these contoured carbon fiber scales just really speak to me. I like the ceramic ball and the pocket clip. That's beautiful too. We're going to take it apart. But of course, later on, let's take a look at, looks like we're coming up on 4mm blade stock, 0.154. Yeah, 3.9 millimeters. Let's see what we got for thickness here. 14 millimeters, so 0.55. That'll fill your hand up. Nicely milled pocket clip. Got a backspacer in carbon fiber. There's area for your lanyard hole as well. And obviously you're saving weight because you got these open holes going through there too. So, but yeah, contoured scales, flipper tab, no jimping on that, but it kicks open real nice. The detent's not real strong on this. I would give it a 4 on my detent scale because I can do that. And that. So, yeah, I'd say it's about a 4. Now, because it's got cutaways in the blade, and the blade looks like a stone wash here. So it's smooth here. No edginess. No edginess in that hole either. But because you can finger flick it, you don't want a really, really, really strong detent. So I think it's appropriate. You know, I think it's an appropriate detent. Not a real tall handle here, but they're giving you an undefined space here, so they're not doing little pistol grip stuff where it makes your fingers go to a certain location. You got a little finger choil up here. I find it comfortable. You have a little choil up here for sharpening. And, by the way, well, is it sharp? Wow, this thing is sharp out of the box. Really nice edge on it. So, yes, as far as the factory edge goes, it's made in China, of course. Sean Hassan, Tepe Designs. Sean lives in the San Francisco Bay Area, up in that part of California, and does great work. Check his Instagram out. Thumb ramp. Jimping. Yes. Ergos. I've got good purchase on here, and it doesn't winnow away here. It comes back up here, and if you have bigger hands than I do, you still got room on here. The hardware, button top, nothing overly impressive there, as well as the pivot, but you have access from both sides in case you get a little enthusiastic with the thread locker. You can stabilize it on one side while you break it away on the other. Take a look at the lockup. Not real heavy. That's like 15%, which on a steel lock bar, I can change that. I just get my little diamond stone. When I take it apart, I just run it up and down. Of course, it's got a plastic protector. Run it up and down on the very end of this. Take off just a minimal amount of material, and that thing will migrate over heavier. So I can solve that problem, but right now I'm somewhere between 15 and 20%. Hard to see with that black liner. But I'm good. No lock rock, no blade play, no issues there. Easy pass through. Kicks right away. I just think it's an incredible design. And, you know, would you expect any less from somebody who also designed the Shockwave? Tucson knives. Shockwave. How crazy is that? In M390. Beautiful knife. Love it. Oh, yeah. How about the Vortex? Oh, yeah. Front flipper. M390. Titanium. Beautiful knife. Absolutely. Oh, and the hits just keep coming. The TS-177 Maverick. Now, this was a collaborative between him and Night Morning. But, baby, Katie bar the door. This is a nice grouping of knives. Is it not? Wow. Not to mention the Kilij that I just showed you earlier. But, wow. That's all kinds of crazy. And the Kilij on the side here. Wow. So far, he's rocking it, doing great. So this is not a Tucson. This is not a Tucson. And of course, the Hornet project, not a Tucson project. So doing his own individually as well. So let's check our efficiency, blade length to handle length. And, oh, we got that all day long, don't we? Yeah, baby. That's there. So, yeah. Nicely done there. Design flows here. Great design. Love it. Easy to flick open. Just a lazy flip. No left-hand capability. Right-hand tip up only. And I'm getting up on the front part of this finger choil to get that balance. So I'm almost underneath that blade stop. Not quite, though. A bit back behind the pivot. But pretty well balanced knife as well. So let's disassemble this knife and check it out. Let me see which side's going to pop. Which one's got the screw? Which one's got the pivot tube? This is the screw side on the presentation side here. Looks like. And then, of course, these are number 6s on the body. No problem there. And no problem there. Got it. Well, let's take this off. Ooh, yeah, and it comes right off. Carbon fiber all the way through. Your blade stop. Of course, you got a steel washer in here to interface with your blade. Multi-row bearings, ceramic bearings, front and back, just like that. And there's your liner right in there. Well, here's your back spacer. Nice. So that liner's embedded in that scale so you don't see it from the top or the bottom. So here's your pivot assembly. You have a screw on both sides, so you don't have a one-piece pivot here. So you do have access on both sides, and it will screw in from either side. So you could disassemble it from one side or the other. I just picked the one where the screw, you know, comes loose easiest, because I never know if I've got a one piece or if I've got, you know, two screws going into a tube here, which is the case here. So screw into the pivot from this side so I can just reassemble it. Come through from the back side like that. Throw me down some bearings. Put just a bit too much lube on there, and throw my blade on. Get my, my stop pin's already in this side, so I'm going to leave it there. To heck with it. Bearings. Back here. And then, of course, I want to put my spacer on here. Oop, oop, oop. My back spacer. Come on. Just like that. And of course, I have a washer on this side because I have carbon fiber. I don't have a liner here. And then, oh, by the way, I've got a little pin here for that lanyard, so it goes in back here. Which is not real easy to reinstall. And we got it. And there we go. Make sure I get it right there. Okay. Pivot screw. And we'll get this somewhat locked down for the moment, just to make sure everything is where it should be. There we go. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm that insanely in love with that lanyard pin. It's just a tiny little part that can go away, get lost, whatever. Although, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I really don't care, because I ain't gonna put a lanyard on this knife. But they could have missed it for me, or done something different for the lanyard, because it is a pain in the butt to make sure it stays in place while you reassemble. Okay. And we're locked down pretty good, and it's centered up. So how are we? And we got no play. Got me my Hornet 2.0. Yeah, very nice. Great drop, centered up, multi-row bearings, M390, sharp out of the pouch, great ergos. Fit and finish is really nice, and love that. You just fall into that carbon fiber. Wow, contoured nicely. I'm going to leave you to it, but thank you so much. Pay attention to what he's doing. He is into so many cool things, and all these designs that he's done, the Kilij, the Hornet, the Maverick, is a collaborative, by the way, with Night Morning. But, you know, the Shockwave, the Vortex. And we'll shove the Vortex and the Shockwave in here a little bit. But, yeah, the Kilij here as well. Just amazing. This one, that's a Big Daddy. That's the Big Mac Daddy. We love them knives, you guys. Stay sharp out there.